She's coming home, y'all.
She's coming home, y'all. It is happening. It is official, and we were blessed to get with another photo dump. That was iconic and breathtaking, and we couldn't handle it again. What was the very first thing you did to me this morning, Sarah?
Oh, I woke you up, and the very first thing, I put the phone in front of your face, and I showed you the picture.
She did, and I loved it.
She posted, that Christen posted.
Yeah, it's like almost like, I don't want to say we're getting like used to this or spoiled or however you would say that, but we're getting all these like fan presents, and we are living for it. And every single time I see these moments, I never get less and less excited, if that makes sense. Every single time. Yeah. I just love it. And so, I mean, here we go. We have another photo dump, and we're going to go through the pictures. Because, if you notice, Christen saved the best picture for last on the photo dump.
Ooh, best for last.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly. So you had to click on it to see the goods. It wasn't the main picture. So before we get into that, we're going to react to that picture. Before we do that, we're actually going to talk about last Thursday's game. We haven't talked about it. And Arsenal won. Arsenal versus Brighton. I think most people thought they would win this game, but they won, and Viv scored and Beth Mead scored.
It was an epic. Yeah. Beth Mead had an epic goal. She
had an amazing second half, Beth Mead. I'm so happy for them.
She looked really excited.
She did. She was pumped. And at the very end, did you see this, where Beth and Tobin had like a moment where they were like hugging? But sometimes when you're expected to win, sometimes it doesn't always go the way you want it to go.
Right, yeah, that's true.
But, they won pretty handily. So if you remember, when we talked about the game against Man City last Sunday, I noticed, and a few other people, there was no confirmation Christen was at the game. We didn't know if she was at the game, but it didn't look like whether she was or wasn't. We don't know. So there wasn't a picture. There wasn't any fan accounts that saw her. But I will say, drumroll, she was at the Brighton game. And we know she was at the Brighton game because they showed her on the broadcast.
Jumbo-tron.
They did.
Whatever they call that thing.
So they showed her. So it was, and when they showed her, so when the camera person shot the clip, so if you can see where the camera person takes that shot, you can see that's Katie McCabe right there in the first person. I'm not quite sure where the second person is. And then you see Christen right there, right on the right-hand side. Katie wasn't playing because she was suspended for a game because something about too many yellow cards. I'm not exactly sure. But I wonder if the camera person also saw Christen in that shot and Katie and wanted to get both of them, or the way that they shot the frame, they got Katie, but then they happened to get Christen. They didn't realize it. So I think that's interesting because I think they probably knew it was Christen, to be honest, but you never know because sometimes you get things you don't even realize you get them till the end. I'm not going to play it on our video, but maybe I'll link the Twitter. There was a couple videos after the game of Tobin and Christen embracing, and I'll link those down below if you want to check them out on people's Twitters. But there was one where it was super cute. They were like holding each other at arm's length. Did you see that one?
I did.
And super cute moment. I mean, if that is the last game Christen's going to go to and before she's gone, I mean, that's really meaningful, really special, And then there was one of a hug. Again, I'll link it down below if you want to check that out. But it was a very, very long hug. Super sweet. That was a sweet hug. You know what I mean? So we know she was there at the Brighton game.
So that leads us into, I guess we know that she's leaving England, Europe, because her caption of this, I guess, photo dump was goodbye.
Yes. And I guess all these pictures that she posted are of London, I guess. I mean, obvious. It says West Heath Lawn Tennis Club. I just saw that now. That is so funny. Apparently, West Heath is a big park in the UK or in the London. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Tobin owns her own tennis club there.
Or Heath in the UK, you can use Heath interchangeably with park. Like if there's a park, you can say, "Oh, there's a Heath."
Heathrow.
Yes. Oh, Heathrow. Yeah.
Death Row.
Damn, Tobin's famous already just being there. Okay, so we'll go through these pictures and then we'll kind of talk about the last one. First one we have Christen looking. I mean, that looks actually very European, very London. That sweater to begin with.
Ooh, yeah, she looks very dapper.
Yeah, and the glasses. we've talked about this on our channel. We usually talk about maybe like Nordic countries or Scandinavian country, but Europe in general dresses way nicer than people in America, just on average, for whatever reason, but very, very chic. But Christen always dresses good.
Here in America, we like to be comfortable.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We subscribe to that. Sarah and I subscribe to that. Then we have that. Oh, that's a really pretty picture. I guess that's at the, like,
Ooh,
yeah, there's Christen.
I like that.
Love that. I have Christen here at the Heath. Oh, it looks like she's actually playing tennis because that looks like a tennis skirt.
Let's see. Is it hot there or something?
No, I guess when you play tennis, though.
It's probably an indoor. Does it say it's indoor
maybe.
tennis?
Yeah, maybe we'll look into that. But West Heath Lawn Tennis Club. So they're playing some lawn tennis.
Lettuce, if you will.
Lettuce. And then we have Tottenham Court Road. So
That's cute.
she's there.
Whoa.
I love those boots. Very
pants,
chunky.
Boots. Okay. Going
Those
back
are-
to the 70s.
Or I think those boots are almost very 90s. Very chunky 90s.
Yes, 90s with a little 70s
Yeah,
styling
they
of
could be-
pants. Giving me good vibes.
They could be like Doc Martens or something. I don't know. But super cute. Love that. And then, we can't. This is the pick. I mean, first of all,
Adorbs.
pure joy. I mean, those are smiles of people in pure joy. You know what I mean? Someone pointed out they believe this is a photo from Tobin's. No, they think it's from Tobin's debut because if you look at the outfit Christen was wearing when Tobin made her debut outfit. So, but super cute photo. I mean, if they have spent more time in the UK than in the US, it seems like in the last 2 years. Obviously, because they played at Man United.
They've developed British accents.
Oh my God.
They're going to come back like Madonna.
But one thing that people noticed is that Tobin did not comment, which she doesn't comment a lot on Christen's posts, but she hasn't quite liked it yet. But, I mean, she's getting ready for the game tomorrow, so.
She's not a liker. She's an observer.
Oh, very true. Very true. But, I also like that Christen's into the photo dumps these days. I wonder if those will continue as,
Please, we need some Los Angeles footage.
Yeah. So according to NWSL, I still don't know if they have the CBA in place, but like they said, if there isn't a CBA in place, February 1st is the day that is the day that players are to be reporting to their teams. But I hope she continues the photo dumps because I love them. The one other thing I will say is that, so if you look at the schedule, so that looks like the last game Christen will be attending. And, it's always fun to see her in the crowd when she's there. But if you look at Arsenal's schedule, I saw someone point this out, that there's going to be a match on the 5th and at the 11th. But between the 11th, there isn't going to be another match until March 6th. So that's 3 full weeks, if not more. No, like 3 full weeks that I could see Tobin going back to the States for those 3 weeks. But also, the Shebelives Cup is coming up in February. So we'll see if Tobin or Christen is called to the roster for the Shebelives Cup. Because they might be. I'm not sure if Vladko still is putting some of the veterans on the back burner for right now.
Yeah, we don't know what his plan is, so.
So if she gets called for Shebelives, Shebelives is starting February 17th. So we don't know if Tobin's going to get called to that. I think it's 50-50. Is the Pinos, is the Alex Morgans, is the Tobins, is the Christens going to be called? So we will see. If she is, then obviously she'll be back in the States. But again, if she's not, there's a good possibility she's not going to either. Like I've always said,
we'll see.
Vladko knows what he gets with a Tobin, a Christen, and Alex. Are they still going to be looking at the younger talent? So we don't know.
Yeah.
And then, so Tobin has a game tomorrow, Arsenal versus London City tomorrow. That will be exciting. We will not be watching it live. It is at 6:30 a.m. our time, so it means it's an early game.
We'll be sleeping.
Yeah, they play Arsenal plays a lot of later games, but this will be an early game for them. Hopefully they'll win, but hopefully Tobin will start. We will see, but we know Christen's not going to be there, and hopefully Arsenal has a good game.
Yeah.
Super excited. What does everyone think? Did everyone love the photo dump? I mean, I'm a fan. Sometimes I'm not a fan of trends on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. I'm a big fan of the dumps. I'm keeping that in. I am a big fan of the photo dump. So hopefully Kristen will, I mean, if Kristen feels like it, hopefully she continues to do that.
I'd love to see it from anyone.
I know, me
any
too.
of the players.
Me too.
Love to see what they've been doing, what they're up to.
Right. And I'm excited for the NWSL season to get started. It's like been a long time. What does everyone think? Questions, comments down below. And we will talk to everyone soon. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.